Let me see. I'm going somewhere. Yeah.
To see the prayer.
Please close your eyes for your eyes. Thank the cross and the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen. Father God, we come before you today to thank you for a day well spent for the benefit of presentation for the Sando. We thank you for all participants and organizers of today's event. We thank you and everyone gathered here this evening. May God continue to bless all our benefactors, trustees, past students, parents, and staff of Presentation College. We also ask you for a special blessing on our Parents' Council for their generosity and hard work. We make this prayer in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Kumar. May I ask you all now to please have a seat. His Excellency Carmona, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Senator, the Honorable Melissa Ramkisoon, Independent Senator, Honorable Basilio Pandey, former Prime Minister, Mr. Dexter Mitchell, the Principal of Presentation College, San Fernando, Ms. Antonia Walcott, President of the Parent Council, and other executive members of the Parent Council, Mr. Stephen Samuel Singh, President of the Past Student Association, members of staff and students, golfers, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Andrew Benjamin, and I will be your host for this evening's proceedings. I know it's been a long, tough day at the golf course, but we hope that what we have planned here for you this evening will offer some sort of benefit to the soul after this tough day. I don't know much about golf, but I can see it's a very tough sport. So, I would now like to invite Ms. Antonia Walcott, the President of the Parent Council, to bring welcoming remarks on behalf of the Parent Council.
distinguished guest, His Excellency Anthony Thomas Aquinas Carmona, ORTTSC, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Independent Senator Ms. Melissa Ramkisoon, former Prime Minister, the Honorable Mr. Basdeo Pandey, Principal, alumni of administration of the student body, golfers, invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure I welcome you all to our 4th annual charitable golf tournament. Without you, this tournament would not be possible. I want to assure you that all the proceedings will go towards the enhancement of Presentation College San Fernando. This school has produced many distinguished men, including His Excellency and former Prime Ministers. Your presence here today will certainly leave an indelible impact on the present and future students and teachers of Presentation College San Fernando. I want to especially thank the principal, our principal, Mr. Dexter Mitchell. Without his kind cooperation, this event would not have been possible. Sir, it was a pleasure working with you. Golfers, your involvement will certainly be remembered. Once again, I want to thank everyone for being here. Special thanks to my council members, some present, some not here today. I thank you for your team support in making this event a success. And I would also like to especially thank our chef, Ms. Indira Karen, Event Advantage Catering Limited. After you all finish eat. So, blessings to you and your family, and I do have an enjoyable afternoon.
Thank you very much, Ms. Walcott, and I must say that Ms. Walcott and her team did a fantastic job in terms of all the prep work and stuff like that. So, to bring you remarks is none other than our principal, Mr. Dexter Mitchell.
His Excellency Anthony Thomas Aquinas Carmona, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Senator the Honorable Melissa Ramkisoon, Independent Senator, Honorable Basdeo Pandey, former Prime Minister of the Republic, Santonia Walcott, President of the Parent Council, other members of the executive, golfers, students, members of staff, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media. It is always an honor to be principal of the best school in Trinidad. In fact, on my way up, I normally purchase papers at a small establishment in Capitol Hill. And the young girl who said, she said, "So what school are you in again?" And I said to her, "The best school in Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean." She looked at me and she said, "Which school is that?" I said, "Presentation College Sando." And I still believe that, and I believe it to be hard, and I know His Excellency believe that, Honorable Pandey believe that. But I just want to say this evening, thank you very much to the hard-working members of the Parent Council. I could say the best school because when you have a hard-working parent council, you have hard-working class students, you have the business community behind you, you have a staff with you working. That is the recipe for a successful school. And I really want to thank all of you for here. The proceeds from this will benefit our students. That's the reason we are here. We will ensure that the classroom environment for them is suitable for living. So again, thank you, Ms. Walcott and your hardworking members of staff. Thank you, golfers. Without you, thank you for all the business community who supported in one way or the other. Your Excellency, one request I ask of you this evening is that you will be patron of this golf tournament as long as God gives you life and strength. So with these few words, thank you, all of you. And may God continue to bless you. We celebrate Pentecost today. May God continue to bless Presentation College. And may God continue to bless the entire education system. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mitchell. I saw when Mr. Mitchell said that he's principal of one of the best schools in the country as well as the Caribbean. We had a few Naparima College past students also shaking their heads. So I'd like to thank those Naparima College past students as well for their patronage to our event today. See, ladies and gentlemen, this rivalry has been going back some good few years now.
What can we do without naps?
What we gonna do with?
You want the football score? You want the football score?
We will probably win the Big Four. Without Naparima College, we would have won the Big Four last year. Thank you all for that. Alright, so to bring you greetings, I now welcome Senator, the Honorable Melissa Rampisoon, Independent Senator.
His Excellency, Anthony Aquinas Governor, the Honorable Baxter Pandey, the Principal of Presentation College, the alumni, and the members of staff, specially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. So like all the other speakers before me, I will try to be short because we're not in the Senate, so we will have 40 minutes talking time. So what I have to say is, I went to the neighboring school, which is Naparima Girls. So I have to say it's an honor to be here to greet you at this golf tournament. Clifton has a very well-maintained ground, and I have to say thank you for the chairman of the club for that and the members. I do thank God for good weather. It was hot. I still don't tennis is next to the golf course. I'm not sure we'll enter golf just yet, but I'm glad that we can all come out to support the Woody cause because charity is where the heart belongs, and it's also what we're all about. So it's great to give back to your school, no matter if you went to the school or you support the school, you're next to the school, it's this. And we're always here for the children, because I definitely support children, and what we're seeing in our school today is not something that we're proud of. And giving them things that is new, we need to ensure that they know how it was a team, where it came from, and what the hard work we have to do to get there. So as parents, well, I'm not a parent yet, but I know we're all part of giving back. Children, and we get to give back to our community and our from the side, so we understand the importance. So I thank you.
Please ask that you. It's a couple minutes. Again, I'd like to welcome Ms. Arlene Griffith, parent, to present a token on behalf of the family of presentation for the example.
Tomorrow morning I'll wake up and do my body.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Presentation College Parents Council, we would like to give you this token and thank you very much for making some time to attend. Okay? Nice having you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Griffith, and of course, thank you very much, Senator Ramki Soon. So up next, we have done honor and the Honorable Mr. Basley Opande, former Prime Minister, and of course, past student of one of the greatest institutions in the Caribbean, Presentation College San Fernando. I now welcome the Honorable Basley Opande.
Don't be too excited. I'm not taking out my wallet to offer any donation. As a matter of fact, the reason I'm taking it up is because I want to tell all the people of the Pointe-a-Pierre Club that I am an honorary member of this club. Here is my ticket. As a matter of fact, when I got this ticket, I was told that it was a life membership. But when I looked at the date, it says expiry date 31st December 2019. It would appear that they didn't think I would cost that. However, it is an honor and a pleasure for me to be here this evening and to be part of the gathering of my old alma mater, Presentation College. And Mr. Principal, I am proud to have been to the best college in the country. I see that my president is the patron of this function. I will therefore have to make up my mind that if I don't get my vexed, I'm coming back on the golf course. It is true that my arm cannot move beyond these positions, but I'm sure after I shoot a few balls on the range, we will have someone to contend. I'm very happy to be here. I wish you well, all of you, even though you went to Labrima. Thank you very much. It's an honor and a pleasure to be with you this evening.
Mr. Pandey, could I please ask you to join us? Once again, as I ask Ms. Indira Karim, the Treasurer of the Parent Council, to please present a token on behalf of the family of Presentation. Once again, thank you very much, Ms. Karim, as well as thank you very much, Honorable Basil Pandey. So now I would like to invite to give us his address, His Excellency Anthony Thomas Aquinas Carmona, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Good afternoon, everyone. Senator, the Honorable Mr. Ramkisoon, independent senator, and a proud daughter of the soil of Southern Trinidad, of course, who is an engineer with Trinidad for many, many years and doing an excellent job down there. The Honorable Basil Pandey, former Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, dear friend, colleague, and someone, of course, we feel very proud about in this land of ours. Mr. Dexter Mitchell, Principal, Presentation College San Fernando, again, I have to thank you very much for coming from Seacrest every day to minister to our students in Presentation College. And you have done that, sir, without any kind of reservation, and I commend you for that. Ms. Antonia Walcott, President of the Parents' Council. Of course, the Parents' Council is a group of individuals I've had the pleasure to meet previously when I was a judge, when I was invited to address the council in the context of parenting and the need for us to engage holistic measures to ensure that our young people move forward and keep on the right track. All the executive members of the Parents' Council, Mr. Stevenson Lalsing, President of the Past Student Association, members of the staff and student golfers, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, and of course a very special hello to the management of Clifton Club, because like Mr. Pandey, in fact, I am also an honorary member.
Check the expiry date.
I suspect I don't have one. and of course, all those who are responsible for taking care of the golf course. I know it's a very difficult, expensive thing. And how could I forget the golfers, the old boys of Presentation College, San Fernando. And I have to say a special thanks to the Naparima boys, the old boys, because when we were being beaten over the head by that comment by the principal, Mr. Dexter Mitchell, that we are the best school in the country and in the Caribbean, you showed your manliness by staying quiet. Someone say respect. But it just indicates in my mind what obtains in the context of the relationship between Presentation College San Fernando and Naparima Boys College. It is a very special relationship that has grown to the extent where we all have mutual respect for each other, and we engage in well-grounded but decent banter about the days gone by and about what we were able to accomplish or not accomplish at Intercol. And of course, we all remember those roughnecks that we felt at each other. But this thing comes, yes. But at the end of the day, in fact, it's really, really engaging and encouraging to know that we have people who are prepared to come forward and put their money where their mouth is in the context of trying to assist our young people by referencing the need to have better classrooms, smart blackboards, all with a view to preparing our young people for the years ahead in an age where we no longer make excuses for being technologically challenged. In fact, we reached the point where we no longer see generation a generation in the context of 25 years. But because of technology, we see it as every 10 years. So I want to thank you all very much for coming here to give the support. That much required support for young people. Now I don't play golf, but I do follow golf. And I can tell you I'm amazed at the genius of Dustin Johnson, how he's so far ahead of the pack. You know, I've seen, I thought McEnroe was one who would challenge the board, but of course he is way behind. I see about Sergio Garcia making a comeback. And I was really pleased when recently our main man, our boy Stephen Ames, won a tournament recently in the senior league. And I remember, I always boast about the fact that he's an old press boy that has done well internationally. And I'm hoping, in fact, with the Parents' Council, with, of course, the old boys, to consider a similar tournament where father and son play together. Where, in fact, of course, the same kind of monetary dispensation is given in the form of $2,500 a team. And why can't we do that probably before the end of the year? A parent and son golf tournament to raise funds for presentation to our Sando. We're talking golf, and it is indeed regrettable that we have been reading lately of Tiger Woods, who is in a spot of bother, if I may say so. And it speaks to a story that, in my mind, is very relevant in his life and relevant in our lives. We need real friends. We need real, genuine friends, not colleagues and associates in our lives. And I can tell you, for example, I myself, in my public life, of course, I have come to terms with that reality, the dilemma of not having real friends, but having colleagues and professionals in my field of endeavor. But I think it is important, however, that what is demonstrated here is kinship. What is demonstrated here is a true, genuine joie de vivre of what is required in this land of ours. That you must not only, in fact, have that joie de vivre on the golf course, but you must continue to spread it in your workplace, in your environments, in your homes, in your communities. Because at the end of the day, that is what makes for a better human being and a greater sense of our human development. It is so important that we engage in encouraging a quality of life that brings happiness. I know this is something that you're wondering, why is he talking about that at the end of a golf tournament? What else can I talk about? When, for example, I pick up my newspapers this morning and read how an 11 and 12-year-old child is shot by virtue of gang warfare. When you read about women being desecrated and being murdered with scant courtesy for the sanctity of human life. You know, when you look around and young men who need to prosper are being found in drains, in trenches, in forests. And it speaks to the need for us to go back to those great times where we had quality of life. Not money, not resources in the context of assets, but the quality of life. And I feel strongly about it. I feel strongly when I can tell you all I feel very proud that by your attendance here today and the joie de vivre that you have displayed, you are demonstrating your passion and your belief in the quality of life. So I want to thank you all very much for inviting me here this afternoon. I am prepared to be the patron of this tournament as long as I shall live. plans. I'm not into flash. It's a good thing. And we have to support good things in this country. We must not resile from supporting good things and good people. And it is so important that I feel proud to say that Presentation College San Fernando, Naparima College San Fernando, St. Joseph Convent, I'm talking about Naparima girls. One distinctive feature of the stewardship of these schools is that they have produced great, fine, wonderful, good citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And this is not in deference to the other schools and secondary schools. But I can tell you, I have been privileged to personally interact with students from these 4 schools growing up, from the age of 11 to when I left Presentation College. And those wonderful memories remain with me, and I see it demonstrated time and time again in your quiet performance, in your quiet advocacy, in your fruitful disposition, and how you continue to think about our society and push positivity throughout Trinidad and Tobago. So I want to thank you all again for inviting me here. It is a privilege, it is a very humbling experience to be invited here on a Sunday afternoon. And remember, we need to always engage the road to success, buttressed by the positive values that we all learned at Presentation College San Fernando, Naparima boys, Naparima girls, and St. Joseph Convent San Fernando. So, continue to do great job. I again have to thank, of course, Ma'am, part of the Parents Council for preparing this great meal that you will be serving us. The young man who in fact played a wonderful piece. In fact, I am happy to have discovered him. He is going to be playing at one of my official functions. And that's what we need to do. We need to give our young people a staple diet of hope, of faith, of love, of compassion, and empathy as they walk that road of life. Because we are a great country, ladies and gentlemen. We are a phenomenal country. I just want to share something with you because, of course, you reminded me of my favorite drink. I refer to the last Spanish ambassador. He was leaving, so as a courtesy, he came to visit me. And he said when he arrived in Port of Spain the Friday night, he didn't know anyone. And he arrived, and before you knew it, as he arrived at the embassy, he was told, listen, we came to take you out. Total strangers who were connected to the embassy. They took him to all-inclusive fete. He said Saturday morning, he was on Cipriani Boulevard at 5 eating doubles, which he had never had before. He said Sunday was another one. And then his family called from Spain, worried about it because they didn't hear from him at all. They said, what is going on? How are you making out? You must be lonely. He said, no. He said, what do you mean, no, you don't miss us? He said, yes, I look forward to you all, but in that short space of time, I have met so many wonderful Trinidadians and Tobagonians. And he said, you know, I discovered my favorite drink. He said, no, I'm from Europe, so we drink lots of wine and fine whiskey, etc., and brandy. He said, you know, I'm leaving Trinidad. You know, what is my favorite drink? I said, no. He said, my favorite drink is a white oak and coconut water. So, and he told me this, he says, in fact, he has been to embassies in Spain, Italy, he has lived in Europe. He said that throughout the world he has traveled, he has never experienced that type of embracing that he gets from Trinidad and Tobago citizens. And that is why I speak about love and equality of life, because I feel we have the crucible in our hands. We are the solution to the world's problems. And sometimes we don't appreciate it. And we must never find ourselves in danger of dropping that crucible. Because we are a special people, man. We are special. And we must not lose that sense of speciality that is recognized worldwide. And this is an indication of that speciality. So again, thank you very much. You have a great dinner, and I look forward to seeing you all next year. And I look forward to supporting all the initiatives of Presentation College San Fernando so that we can continue to produce excellent citizens of this republic who have demonstrated prowess not only nationally but internationally. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
I would now like to ask Ms. Janine Sinana as well as Hollis to present you with a couple of tokens.
President, on behalf of the Parents Council, the students and staff of Presentation College San Fernando, we'd like to say thank you. Thank you for accepting. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being kind words. Thank you.
Good afternoon all. On behalf of the college, we'd like to present you with this basket of exclusive prize items. As a token of our appreciation.
Wait. Ready for container.
And on behalf of the college, we want to send this to Mrs. Carmona.
First, second, and third.
So, Belfast, I think His Excellency collected all the prizes on the
You can leave now.
I'd like to invite Mr. Stephen Samlal Singh, who will also present something to a token to the President. So, Mr. Samlal Singh.
Thanks again for coming on this evening on behalf of the Park Students Association.
We'd also like to invite the Honorable Mr. Pandey to please come and collect a token.
Box of balls in.
I forgot to tell you all. I am the person who started the Prime Minister's golf. They all are tempting me to come back.
So thank you very much, His Excellency, as well as our both presenters, Ms. Janine Sinanan, also a member of the Parent Council, and Mr. Carlos Dilas, who is a sixth form student of the college. And of course, Mr. Stephen Samuelson, the president of our Past Student Association. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we go into the prizes, we know you all had a very difficult day, a very hot day. And of course, with the president collecting all the prizes, we now have to go to get more. So in the meantime, we will go into our refreshments. And of course, I'd like to invite Mrs. Emily Kumar once again to say a prayer as we bless the food.
Everyone stand, please. Close your eyes, bow your heads. Father God, we come before you again, thanking you for the hands that have prepared the meal. As we say, bless us, O Lord, and these are gifts which we are about to receive from thy bounty. Through Christ, O Lord. Amen. Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Of course, you can have a seat. The head table, Mr. Diarra Guy, who of course you all heard earlier, and he will be joined by Mr. Carlos Dilas. Diarra is of course a Form 2 student, and Carlos a sixth form student who is currently doing CAPE examinations. So I would now like to welcome the both of them as we have a cultural item while you all have your meal.
You should take one.
first prize first. The phone first. So this phone, we have a Samsung Galaxy S6. It was courtesy, of course, B-Mobile. Just one. If you want two, it's available at any B-Mobile outlet. Of course, we have the cost later on.
Anybody else? We close?
So we're closed now. Shake up that basket ready. Just now. So we are ready. We are ready.
We ready?
Ready for the rap. Shake it up. The last four numbers is 4-1. So we're asking Mr. Jason Eichel to please present the phone. And hold on, we have a word.
When I came in this morning, I paid $100 of me and my father. Subsequently, my partner came before me and he said he paid already. So I came back and I told the beautiful young lady who was in charge of this function that I don't really know where you're going to find any baskets, I'll keep both. So being an option, I'll take the price with happiness.
So we're asking Mr. Jason Eichel. Alright, Mr. So Miss Judith, Jason. Alright.
Well done, Doctor!
Jason.
Jason Eiffel, thank you so much. Jason Eiffel from Huawei, thank you so much.
Dawson, I'll give you 150 bits. You'll make a 50 of it.
Alright, so the second prize in our raffle. Second prize, of course, we'd like to thank Mr. Jason Eichel. So we ask Mr. Judith, could you please come forward and select the ticket that would win the second place, which assorted alcohol, courtesy. So we have, Mr. You don't pick that already? Yeah. Alright, so the last four numbers, 4082. 4082. Do we have a winner? Yes, 4082. We have a winner. Round of applause, we have a winner.
Well done, Doc!
Second prize, sorted alcohol.
Doc, look at the camera! You want help? You want help?
We have a TV to draw. So we that gonna draw now? Oh, okay. Ms. Walcott, people look at me here. As if we're not ready for the TV. So I will call. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to call on His Excellency Anthony Thomas of Carmona to please come forward to present the first prize of the 4th annual Presidential College Golf Tournament. What happened is His Excellency needs to leave. So,
Okay, the winning team representing Team Carabel with a score of 43. To tell you how this tournament is all inclusive, the winner is an Naparima College student. And the winner is Matthew Nagar and M. Rukchan. What is astonishing is that Team Carabel did not have players when we were ready to start the tournament. And these two players were late called. They were the last to arrive at the tournament this morning and the first to receive a prize.
So, for the second prize, we're asking Senator Ramkisoon, can you please come forward and give you the second prize?
I have to make this statement again about being all inclusive. The second prize goes to a teacher of Naparima College. He is not only a sports teacher, he is also the father of the person who won the first prize. He is representing Team Proman with a score of 42. Richard Nagar and Daryl Dula.
Congrats.
They got some expensive phones. Meanwhile, P9, I'm not sure. Huawei.
Thank you very much, Senator Ramkisoon. So we'd now like to call on Mr. Dexter Mitchell to give out the third prize.
The winners of this prize didn't go to school outside. They were schooled right in here, on this compound. St. Peter's was Texaco in those days, right, Mike? Mike, up to this morning, did not have a partner. Mike Charles came to me. He called up his sister, who was supposed to play in another tournament, and threatened her, and she had no choice but to show up here. They represent Apex Engineering, Damas. They scored 42. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Charles and his sister Sandra Montana.
I just want to let you all know it's 2 televisions, but we only got 1, so we will give you all our number to collect the other one at American, so we deliver it to you. Okay? So it's ready for television.
Hold it up.
Alright, so for our 4th prize, we'd like to call on Miss Antonia Walcott. Guest of ours presenting 4th prize.
The 4th prize, these are 2 nice guys in the club. And I mean 2 nice guys, they're here almost every day playing golf. They represent Roman and that is 41. S. Ojarali and H. Balde. 4th.
So I just want to say, seeing that you all love golf, it is 2 Millennium Lakes Club golf vouchers. Butler Baileys and Polish
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to cut in, but the President, His Excellency is leaving, so could we all stand as
for everything. I do have to head up tomorrow, tomorrow in the morning. And unlike I'm an oil field man, I start work at 7 o'clock. In Port of Spain, that is rare.
We know that.
Stephen Samlal Singh to give out the 5th prize.
There's history to every player or every team that's coming up here. The next team, a member on that team has been out of golf for a very, very long time. He had some medical issues, but he's back on the course, and you now see him in Winners Row. He's lost a lot of weight, but he's playing good golf. I would like to bring them on with a round of applause. They represent Atlantic Energy with a score of 41, Motilal Munan and Mr. Derek Talented. Motilal Ralchan.
Alright, so for the 6th prize, we'd like to ask Miss Lydia Udi if you can please come and give us 6th prize.
The 6th place winners, they seem to be inseparable. If you see one on the course, look behind the other one is not too far. They don't play outside their team, which is probably good, but they keep winning, so they have a good formula. I'm talking about the EOJ Resources team with a score of 41, Alan
Funkin, and Navin Ramsey.
Alright, so the sixth prize is brunch at the Hyatt. Alright, so the seventh prize will have Miss Sinila to come forward to give us the seventh prize.
Well done, boy.
Alright, so the seventh prize is brunch for two at Crave Restaurant.
The seventh place winners. This pair was one of those that responded to our last minute call also. So sometimes it's good to come in late. You come in late, you come in fresh, and you win something. They represented the team Go Park with a score of 40, Steve Dugardine and W. Boudran. He has always come late?
Alright, so for the eighth prize, we'd like to call on Miss Arlene Kucha.
I'm not sure if the pair that won the eighth prize is still here. I know they're from Port of Spain. They were specially invited to play for Caesars for Travel. They had a score of 39 points. Our good friend from Port of Spain, Stephen Young and Andy Gomez-Burke. Oh, Stephen is still here. Representing Caesar Contracting. The prize is a cleaning service, a dental cleaning service at Southern Dental Clinic, Hollis. The ninth prize, 2 vouchers to Mobino. This went to the team of Prestige Holding with a score of 39. One member of this team has already been awarded with a whole set of alcohol. So I hope he shares it with his partner, Dr. Arvin Ali and Mark Mungal, with a score of 39. prestige only. Just prestige.
So that is a correction, is prestige, not prestige. Alright, so we'd like to call now on Miss Indira Karim. Miss Indira Karim, could you please come forward?
Just
Tenth place went to the team representing Lane Contracting with a score of 39. Undoubtedly, they were the best team on parade today. I am talking about Kuglal Singh and Wansi Singh.
It's befitting that I cook living all day hungry.
The number 2 at Canton Palace.
Alright, so to give out the 11th prize, we would like to call on Miss Natasha Charles.
Eleventh prize, 2 vouchers for breakfast at the Trinidad Hilton. And this went to the team representing Republic Bank, also with a score of 39. Farouk Hussain and Robert Bala.
Alright, so to give out the 12th place prize, we would like to call on Mr. C.L. Hines to give out the 12th place prize.
Shoot yourself now.
The 10th prize, 2 gift vouchers to the Maranatha Open Bible Gift Center. With a score of 38, in a comeback, Ravi Devnaran and his uncle Pran Richard. Ravi Maharaj and Pran Rajendranath.
So for the 13th place prize, we'd like to call on Miss Emily Kumar
The 13th place with a score of 38 also. Representing the team Proman, their prize an HP jet printer. A team of Franklin Dubé and Franklin Buharu. Score 38 points.
So for the 14th place prize, you'd like to call on Mr. Anthony Batis. Mr. Anthony Batis, you got the 14th place prize. The 14th place went to the team representing JK Supermarket with a score of 37. Their prize Aesthetic Plus, 2 vouchers, Aesthetic Plus, gift vouchers. You can go and get pedicure, manicure, facial. And the winners, Mark Margalage and Eddie Ferland. So for the 15th place prize, I'd like to call on Miss Cindy Jaipal to please come and get the 15th place
The 15th place, the winners will receive 2 vouchers from Krusty Crowns with a score of 37 representing Omega XL, John Stephen and Javon Lane.
So the 16th place prize, I'd like to call on Mr. Celia Hines for the 16th place prize.
Representing Superior Energy with a score of 37, Damian Davis. By the way, their prize is a computer toolkit. A computer toolkit. I know who tell them that this will look at it. Damian Davis and Ashton Warwood.
Alright, so we have one more prize, and that is for the best dressed team. And it's the guy. This is the wet man in the red Adidas kit. Dancing and Johan Sim. And that's the team. They have won themselves. It may not go along with this kit, but you have some Puma hats and water bottles. Alright, so with that. Alright, so next thing is you're gonna wear Alright, so that brings us to the end of our prize giving ceremony.
Have agreed to present these prizes at a later date. The three nearest pins. So I'll name the nearest pin on pole number 3, Mr. Ronald Dunat. Pole number 11, Matthew Nagar. Pole 18, Dixon Hussein. We will notify you as soon as we get the prizes to the team. Thank you.
Alright, so we'd like to now call on Mr. Sidel Hines, teacher at the college, who will now be doing the vote of thanks. Good night, everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting. We'd like to thank our fair President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago for sharing this day with us. We'd like to thank all our specially invited guests. We could not have done this without our sponsors. There are too many to name. You could see by the number of prizes that we give out today. But we'd like to thank them all. We'd like to thank all our golfers today for coming out and supporting Presentation College and everything that we stand for and everything that we are committed to do from now onwards. Of course, without further ado, I'd like to thank our hard-working Parent Council for having this tournament today and for doing such a tremendous job in, preparing and executing such an excellent tournament. And I surely must agree with that. Can I get a round of applause? But before I wrap up, I'd like to thank our, excuse me, my father. Can we get some silence? I'd like to thank our caterer and the team. I'm sure you all enjoyed that lovely meal today, from breakfast in the morning to this lovely dinner that was prepared for you. Thank you, Mr. and your staff. And we do hope to see you next year. Thank you, everyone. Rejoice safe. God bless.
The winners, the winners of the Millennium Prize. Could I see you guys? Whoever won the prize.